Do you really think CJ Stroud can lead the Texans to a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I know the Texans did pretty good in the draft and in free agency, but the last time they had a franchise quarterback, it was not a happy ending.
What did I do? What did I do?
All jokes aside, this Texans team actually looks pretty good. Despite what doubters may be saying, CJ Stroud is my quarterback of the future and face of this franchise. Now look, I know this offense might not look good, but hear me out. Our wide receiver core is extremely young, except for Robert Woods. Don't get it twisted. We need Robert. He's going to be the perfect mentor for our wide receivers like Tank Dell. Tank might not be a starter week 1, but with 94 speed as a rookie, he could develop into a superstar on this team. Pairing this wide receiver core with a solid O-line, Dalton Schultz, and a rookie quarterback, I mean, this Texans offense is looking pretty smooth. And I didn't even mention our 1-2 punch at running back, but y'all gonna learn about that later. For now, this Texans defense surprised me. You got a young secondary of Jalen Petrie and Derek Stingley, snagged arguably the best defensive player in this year's draft in Will Anderson, paired him with Dylan Horton. And after taking a look at this Texans team, let me know in the comments what our record's gonna be. I think that we're gonna make the playoffs. Week number 1, we are taking on the Colts and Anthony Richardson. And this season is gonna be fun with this team, man. You see Anthony Richardson dropping back, got some time, we send the pressure, and the rookie Dylan Horton gets the first sack of our season on the first play. And that just shows how scary this defense is gonna be. Anthony Richardson has all day in the pocket. We're gonna send the pressure though. Dylan Horton, no way, bro. Dylan Horton has 2 sacks in 2 plays. Honestly, I've never seen anything like this, but Anthony Richardson dropping back on 3rd and 25, throws a check down, and that is a 3 and out for this defense. And with that, we get to see CJ Stroud take the field for the first time, and we're gonna start off our drive with a handoff to Pierce. He gives us about 4 to 5 yards. CJ rolling left. I see an opening. I hit John Mechie in the numbers for a first down. That's a 22-yard completion. The only thing about this offense so far is CJ needs time. Come on, please. No way if he would have caught that. I don't know how CJ was able to make that throw under that pressure, but right now we have time in the pocket. We hit John Mechie for another first down, and he looks like he's our favorite target so far. We're rolling right. I see Nico Collins wide open. A flag. Somehow, some way we get called for illegal touching. What? Hey, man, whatever the refs want to say, CJ drops back, hits Nico Collins once again for the touchdown, and this one's going to count. We are up 7-0 against the Colts, and Anthony Richardson is fighting for his life in the pocket. Hatutu gets a forced fumble sack, and his lineman picks it up, and this defense is reminding me of like old Texans defensive football. Like, this is just such an exciting team so far, but we get the ball back. We're on our own 32-yard line, and the pressure is back on CJ, because if he plays really well today, he might have a breakout and quickly become a superstar quarterback. Oh yeah, I'm tucking this. I'm running. I'm gone. Michael Vick. Oh no. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it. Oh. Okay. For now on, we're sliding with CJ. I don't want to see that ever again. Look at this O-line, man. Look at these blocks. Giving us just enough time to get it off. Oh yeah, that's a tutty. Come on. That's exactly what we needed from our offense. And now the Colts take the field for the 3rd time today. Our defense. Oh no. Get him. Thank God. The Colts finally had positive yards for the first time today. Okay, they got a little drive going. Their drive ultimately ends in a 61-yard field goal attempt that hits the post. So we get the ball at the 50-yard line, and we are still on the road to this breakout game with CJ. I really feel like if he performs well today, we might get a breakout from him. But Devin Singletary, he finds a hole that I did not see. I don't know how he was able to get 10 yards out of that. But so far, our offense is pretty pass heavy. CJ gonna run for a quick first down. We're looking to get CJ his 3rd passing touchdown of the day. And there is Grandpa Roberts. Robert Woods getting the touchdown. Honestly, I feel like this game is pretty much out of reach for the Colts, but I don't want to count him out yet. Anthony Richardson really hasn't got the opportunity to throw the ball very much. Our defense is playing really well. And this drive, he is throwing like Drew Brees out here out of nowhere. But I would really like to have a shutout against the Colts. I really don't want them to score right here. Oh yeah, that's Dylan Horton. Another another sack, but it's a forced fumble too. And this has to be the most insane rookie start for a defensive player I have ever seen. We end up smacking the Colts 41-7. CJ Stroud had an amazing game, 4 touchdowns, almost 300 yards passing. Surprisingly, John Mechie was our top receiver with 2 touchdowns and 161 yards receiving. But the man of the hour was Dylan Horton with 3 sacks and a forced fumble. And thanks to that type of performance, Dylan Horton earns himself a breakout, and I am going to do whatever it takes to get him this breakout. There is no way I'm missing this opportunity, and all we have to do is hold the Broncos to 100 yards rushing or get Dylan Horton a sack. I am not failing this. Okay, but before we hop into this next game versus the Broncos, we do have some upgrades. CJ Stroud got some upgrades. As y'all can see, his overalls are pretty even. He's a true 76 overall. I'm gonna throw this on strong arm though, just because I feel like that one's the best. Some people say scrambler's the best too, but we get awareness and throw power. Those are pretty good. Dylan Horton also gets an upgrade on speed rusher. That's going to give him some upgrades, and now he's a 70 overall. I cannot wait to see how much he upgrades over the season. Big game week 2 versus the Broncos. And we have the opportunity to make our boy Dylan Horton a star. But Russell Wilson, I mean, in real life, he might not be that good, but in Madden, it is a different story. Definitely a different look when you're going against Russell Wilson versus Anthony Richardson. Like, Anthony Richardson could not handle the pressure, but Russell Wilson can throw under pressure, man. Like, look at this. Bro, like, what are we supposed to do? Like, that was literally the most perfect pass he could throw, and now he's 3 for 3 for 39 yards so far. And look at the mobility. Like, Russell Wilson is not moving like this in real life. Oh, fumble. Oh, if we would have got that. Hopefully that hit made Russell rethink being mobile, because I do not want to see a mobile Russell Wilson. There's 2 players wide open on the sideline. Like, what is our defense doing right now? Russell Wilson is tearing us apart, and we better get it together, because this is not the defense I remember last week. Last week, we had a different fire. This week, Russell Wilson's putting that fire out really quickly. Dylan Horton. Oh my gosh, Russell Wilson just threw out of the sack. All we needed was that sack with Dylan Horton, and we get our upgrade, and I can stop worrying about it. We send the pressure. Russell Wilson, for some reason, thinks he's mobile. And bro, this is ridiculous. Like, Russell Wilson is a different breed in Madden. We got to figure out what's going on the defense, but right now the offense takes the field for the first time today. And with this opening drive, I really want to focus on establishing a rhythm. Like, if we can get things going with CJ and this offense, I don't think we can be stopped. We hit Dalton Schultz on a slant, and Devin Singletary sets a big block, and that's a huge gain for us. So far, CJ Stroud in this season has been pinpoint accurate on all of his throws. I also want to add that our offensive line has played incredible. They're only sending 3 man, and we just have all the time in the world. Nico Collins, that is an absolute dot. Those are the plays that are going to make CJ Stroud a franchise quarterback. All I am asking of our defense is to get that fire back. What I saw week 1 is not what I'm seeing right now on the field. I don't see Russell Wilson struggling. Never mind. That's a sack. Dylan Horton just told me to shut up. He said, watch this. Got the sack that we needed. Not only is he going to get that star dev trade after this game, but he's igniting that fire on the defensive side of the ball. Russell Wilson, pass is dropped. It is 4th and 4. They're going to punt it to us. And that sack single-handedly changed this game. That Broncos offense is scary. I want to get them off the field, and no way are we on the 1. Who is their punter? Destroying? We do not need this type of pressure for CJ. Oh, get out of the pocket. Get out of the pocket. Oh, yeah, that's Nico. Let's go. Those are the types of throws, man. Every single time we need CJ to deliver, he gonna deliver like a sent message. CJ Stroud is like that. He is on pace to have another insane game. He hit as he throws, but Robert Woods, what a throw, what a catch. And it just hit me for some reason. Robert Woods reminds me of that turtle off Kung Fu Panda. CJ Stroud rolling to the right. We only have 19 seconds left. We throw a bomb to Nico, and he hauls it in. That's a first down. We call a timeout. In the red zone, CJ drop it back. 15 seconds left. Okay, all right. That's all right. That's all right. We got 12 seconds left. CJ drops back. He's going to lob it up for Nico. Oh, if Nico Collins would have caught that one-handed. 3rd and 10, and I really want to score right here. The pressure is coming, and that's a sack. It's 4th down. We call a timeout. We're going to have to kick this field goal, unfortunately. I really wanted to score on that drive. If we would have scored there, I think I would have felt a lot more comfortable coming into this drive defensively, because our defense, we kind of got lucky last time with that sack. And Russell Wilson, I don't know what to say, man. I don't. Madden must have said, Broncos country, let's ride Russell Wilson's nuts, because they gave him 99 overall stats for this game. Who knows what the answer is for Russell Wilson defensively, but our only hope is that we hold the Broncos to a field goal. On 2nd and 12, we're able to force a throwaway. And on 3rd and 12, Russell Wilson's going to hit his wide receiver on a hook route. We make the tackle, and our defense gets the stop that we needed, holding the Broncos to a field goal, and the game is tied at 10-10. I'm excited to see how CJ performs under this type of pressure. This is his first close game of his career on the Texans, and so far, he throws a dime across the field to Nico Collins. I want to take some time off the clock, so I'm handing it off to Pierce. He's going to pick up a couple, and it looks like we might win this game, man. 49 seconds remaining. We get another handoff to Pierce. I'm going to let him punch this one in, and we're going to go home with a W on the road versus the Broncos. And overall, CJ didn't have his best performance compared to last game, but he did what he needed to do. Our defense stepped up against a really good quarterback, a really good offense, and I'm just proud of this team. There's a lot of ways we could have lost that game. Nico Collins was one of the reasons why we won. 100 yards and a touchdown on the day. Will Anderson had 3 tackles for a loss. And Dylan Horton got that 1 sack that we needed, bro. Like, I was stressing about this 1 sack. Dylan Horton now gets his dev trait upgrade. He is now a star. And look at all the XP he gets, 5,000. And all of a sudden, this defense's potential is looking really good, but not good enough. In week 3, we lose to the Bears by 2 points. We also lose to the Chargers by a touchdown. The Jaguars by a field goal. And yeah, you guessed it, the Raiders also by a field goal. And yeah, those 2 wins were really fun to watch, but those are the only ones we have, and we are 3rd in the division. So I got the idea this might be questionable, but I want to trade Devin Singletary. Now listen, I've been getting trades all season, and there's only one that I want to accept. But before I show you that, I also traded for Shaquille Griffin. We got him in real life, so I just added him to the team. And for a 5th round pick, I mean, I can't complain. At first, I did not want to trade Devin Singletary, but then the Broncos slid in my DMs with this trade, and it kind of just makes sense. Now, Devin is a young running back with star dev, but the Texans only signed him to a 1-year deal, and I think for sure he's going to test free agency. With Damian Pierce being our starting running back, Devin Singletary isn't getting the touches that he should, and the Broncos are the perfect opportunity for him. Now, what we get out of this trade is Baron Browning, a 23-year-old right outside linebacker with normal development and a lot of potential in my opinion. 87 speed, 92 acceleration. If we could develop Baron, he could be a beast next to Will Anderson. So that being said, we accept this trade with the Broncos, send Devin Singletary to Broncos country, and add Baron Browning to this defense. And with the additions of Browning and Shaquille Griffin, there should be no reason why we lose this week, except for the fact we play the Titans, who are 4-1 this season. Getting a win here could single-handedly change our season. I really want to make a playoff push with this team. We throw a deep ball to Dalton Schultz, and he comes down with it. That's a way to start a game. Now, I know it's early in the season, and I don't want to get ahead of myself, but we've got a really good team put together. I think we're way better than what our record shows, and if we want to make the playoffs, I think this game is kind of mandatory. But from the Titans' perspective, they're 4-1. Losing to us would make them look awful. They do end the drive with a touchdown. My footage somehow corrupted. The Titans have the ball at the 33-yard line. We are up by a field goal, and with all the changes and additions we made to this defense, I think we should be able to get this stop right here. I don't want to see Ryan Tannehill or Derrick Henry on the field anymore. Shaquille Griffin, let's go. Bring it to the crib right when I'm talking about it. Oh yeah, Ryan Tannehill, ankles. Give me them. Oh yeah, Tutty. Oh my gosh, that was disgusting. I still don't understand how we got Shaquille Griffin for a 5th round pick, but I am not complaining. Right now, we have a 10-point lead against the 4-1 Titans. This is a perfect situation for us. All we need to do is play good defense and keep control of the ball in this game. And hey, we should be walking out of here with a W. We hold the Titans to a field goal, which still puts us up by a touchdown. My idea to win this game is to run out the clock as much as I can. We're going to hit him with another run right here. There should be around 4 minutes left. I'm going to hit him with the pass. We're going to get the first down and continue to run out this clock. CJ Stroud rolls to the face, sacked us. Oh my, this is not good. 4th and 12. I have no choice but to punt it to him. And now it's on our defense, man. There's not much else I could say, but it's on our defense. The last thing I wanted was Derrick Henry to take the field again, and he could just do whatever he wants against us. Ryan Tannehill is just throwing these short passes for first downs. It just looks too easy for this Titans offense, and I'm starting to get a little worried. At first, I felt like we had control over this game, and now I feel like I have zero control. Ryan Tannehill can pretty much do whatever he wants against our defense, and no, I shouldn't have tackled him. Okay, there's 2 minutes left. I should have let him score. We just gave the Titans the opportunity to take more time off the clock. Ryan Tannehill does a QB draw. They're still on their 4-yard line. Okay, they run hurry up. Oh, man, this is so... Oh, no. Sack. Get him. Let's go. Perryman gets the exact... Oh, my gosh, that is perfect. Perryman with the sack. They're on their 17-yard line now. 3rd and goal. Ryan Tannehill drops back. Throws a shorter pass. And this is going to be a 4th down. They're going to go for it. They're running hurry up again. Ryan Tannehill has got to be exhausted. Oh, come on. No! Oh, there's a flag. What's the flag? Holding offense. Let's go. Okay, so it's going to be a redo 4th down. Ryan Tannehill got to take his little break, his little breath, but he's back on the field. They got 1 play to score, and that dude's wide open. How did we leave him wide open, bro? How? Oh my gosh. Okay, booth review. We're going to see if he got both feet down because I was in the back of the end zone. 1, 2, yep. He scored. It's crazy to think we had a 10-point lead at one point in this game. Now CJ Stroud takes the field. 51 seconds left. We got to make something happen. CJ running to the right. No. There is no way that just happened. Oh my. After the fumble recovery, the Titans kick a field goal to win the game. And that single-handedly has to be the worst chain of events I have ever seen in a game in my entire life. Like, we literally had a 10-point lead and folded. Like I said at the start of that game, I really think that was a must-win game for us. I mean, we only have 2 wins on the season. We're about halfway through it. And if we want to somehow make the playoffs, we have to start winning games. And I thought that trading for Shaquille Griffin and Browning was going to give our defense that little boost we needed. But obviously I was wrong. In week 9, we're taking on the Eagles. It's hard to stay positive after a loss like that, but we have a breakout DB. I don't know who is this? A player we traded a 5th round pick for, Shaquille Griffin, can turn into a superstar. But all of this is easier said than done. Somehow I'm supposed to hold Jalen Hurts to less than 150 passing yards? Do they know the Eagles wide receiving core? Do they know how stacked the Eagles are? Beating the Eagles in itself is already hard. Now I have to hold them to 150 passing yards? We get hit with the flag on our first play holding. So now it is 1st and 18. And for us to accomplish these 2 goals, getting the dub and completing the challenge is going to be close to impossible. Especially if we keep getting hit with these holding penalties. This is already the worst start that you could possibly have to a game. It is 2nd and 26. But I see Robert Woods. He's wide open down the field. Go, Robert. He's going to bring this to the crib, and nobody was expecting that. We got hit with back-to-back holding penalties, and to throw an absolute bomb like that for a touchdown in front of the hometown crowd, this is huge. But we get our first look at Jalen Hurts in this new Eagles offense. And to be honest, oh, that's a pick. Oh, go. Wait, there's a flag. No way is that on us. Roughing the passer. Oh, right when I thought we had this game under control, we're giving Jalen Hurts the ball once again. And we got to hold him to under 150 passing yards to get Shaquille Griffin that upgrade. And right now, it just looks like this offense is something different. Please tackle. Derek Stingley just saved a touchdown. And I'm still upset that they stole that interception from Stingley. That was an amazing pick. But now Jalen Hurts rolls left and hits his tight end. If I'm being completely honest, right now Jalen Hurts is on a roll, and it does not look like we're going to hold him to 150 yards passing. I'm not giving up, though. We need the Eagles to run the ball a lot more if we want to complete this challenge. We also don't want the Eagles to score, so we got to lock in right here. Jalen Hurts keeps the ball. He does a little stiff arm and somehow makes his way into the end zone. And this dude, Jalen Hurts, is a magician. And CJ Stroud and this offense have to answer. Again, this is a must-win game for us, a statement game. And Dameon Pierce, that's what we need from him. That is a solid run. We're going to give him the ball again. He's going to gain about 3 or 4, and there's a flag. if this is holding. This offensive line is hurting our offense so much. Anytime we get any type of momentum, it seems like there's a flag. And CJ Stroud dancing around in the pocket, avoids a sack, and hits Pierce for a huge completion. CJ has shown me under pressure, he can make some pretty amazing throws. He's going to throw a deep ball to Dell, but it's no. Okay, there's a flag on the play. If this is on the Eagles, hopefully we'll get the ball back. Nonetheless, that read was not good by CJ Stroud. Pass interference on the defense. That's going to give us the ball on the 8-yard line. We're going to hand it off to Dameon Pierce. And that penalty saved this game for us. We're going to hand the ball back to Pierce. He's able to sneak in the end zone for the touchdown, and we take a 7-point lead. The Eagles get the ball back with about 2 minutes remaining. I want to limit any passing lanes for Jalen Hurts. Oh yeah, that's Dylan Horton. Dylan Horton, the star rookie on this team, with another sack, and he's been a true difference maker, forcing the Eagles to punt us the ball on 4th and 21. And those are the exact plays that we need to get Shaquill Griffin this superstar dev. As for our offense, I'm going to be running the ball as much as I can. Dameon Pierce should have like over 100 touches by the time we're done with this game. We're running a little jet sweep with Nico Collins, and I was not expecting him to get this. Go. Oh, we're short by 2 yards. As long as CJ has the ball in his hands, there is nothing to worry about. Look at that speed. He's going to dive across the line for the touchdown. And we are pulling away from the Eagles in this game. So far, Jalen Hurts is 100% completion rating for 55 yards. All we have to do is make sure Jalen Hurts does not catch on fire, because this dude is throwing a perfect game so far. And I don't think he's going to stop, because Jalen Hurts it's like he knows about our challenge. Like, he is trying to ruin it. Right now he has 73 yards passing after that completion. And Jalen Petrie gets a huge sack, making sure that Jalen Hurts does not get out of the pocket, and they end up punting us the ball once again. For our offense, we have something to prove, so running up the score is only going to make us look better. Right now, we are not a good team. This is going to prove that we are a good team. The more points we score, the better. CJ dropping back in the pocket, rolls right, there's a flag. Hits Dell, and that's a touchdown. And the flag is on us for holding, and this offensive line is killing us. This is something that we have to clean up moving forward through this season and even into the playoffs if we make it. Nico Collins wide open, back in the end zone, touchdown, an absolute dot by CJ Stroud. And another passing yard update. Jalen Hurts has 73 yards. We cannot allow any big plays. And oh no, this looks like it's going to be a big play. Please tackle him. Okay, he steps out of bounds. This is not good. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good. He's getting closer and closer to this 150-yard mark. Oh no, that might be it. That might be it right there. Oh no, 148. Okay, we cannot give the Eagles the ball at all. They're kicking an onside. We need to recover this. We cannot let Jalen Hurts get the ball, because all he needs is 2 more yards, and we miss out on a breakout. I cannot fail this challenge. Having Shaquill Griffin as a superstar is going to elevate our defense so much. We're just feeding the ball to Dameon Pierce. And on 4th and goal, I'm willing to run it because there's only 20 seconds remaining. They tackle me, and there's 18 seconds left. Okay, this is not good. Jalen Hurts is taking the field, and we cannot let him complete any passes. 12 seconds remaining. Jalen Hurts. Oh, no, this is so bad, bro. This is so bad. No, someone, please. Interception. Let's go. Jalen Hurts, we complete the challenge, and Shaquill Griffin is going to get that dev trait. We absolutely smacked the Eagles 28-14, and this was probably one of the more intense games I've ever played in Madden. Like, it literally came down to 2 yards, but we get Shaquill Griffin that dev trait, and he is now a superstar. And with that win, it really helped our team get our swagger back, our momentum back. And we beat the Giants. We beat the Commanders. We get a win against the Dolphins. We beat the Browns by 10. We were able to escape the Cowboys with a W. But eventually our win streak ends with a loss to the Chiefs. Somehow, even with our win streak, we are not in the playoffs. And that leads us to week 16. This is the most important game of the season against the Titans. Not only because the Titans are 10-4, but because this is CJ Stroud's breakout game. We either have to pass for 350 yards or have 4 touchdowns. to make CJ Stroud a superstar. Not only are our playoff hopes on the line in this game, but CJ Stroud has the potential to be a superstar. I am not letting this one slip away. I have completed every single dev trait challenge this season. I am not going to miss out on this one. We're 4 touchdowns away from making CJ Stroud a superstar. And we're going to hit Nico Collins. That was kind of underthrown, but that's our first touchdown of the game. 4 more to go, baby. I'm completing this challenge. When it comes to our defense, my goal is to keep Derrick Henry out of this game. And right here, Jimmy Ward forces an incompletion. And on 2nd and 10, Ryan Tannehill dropping back in the pocket, hits Derrick Henry for the first down, and this is what I'm talking about. This Titans offense is very one-dimensional. If we can keep Derrick Henry in a box, I think we can win this game with ease. Ryan Tannehill on 2nd and 14. So far, any completion he's had has been very tight coverage. On 3rd and 6, there is a wide open man in the middle of the field, and they're able to easily pick up that first down. And if we want to win this game, we got to stop those 3rd down conversions. Derrick Henry gets the edge, and this is not good. Him in the open field is scary. We're able to force him out of bounds. This Titans offense is now on the 11-yard line looking to punch it in, and Derrick Henry had a hole, but he just ran into his O-line, so that's good for us. One weak spot in our defense so far has been the middle of the field. Any completion for decent yardage has been in the middle of the field, and they target that once again for the touchdown, and this is a tie game. Our defense has done pretty good this game. I feel like we gave the Titans offense some trouble, but if we want to win this game, our defense has to step up and our offense has to play good football. We have to score every single drive, especially with this challenge on our back. And speaking of things on our back, CJ Stroud has a 300-pound man on his back as we get sacked for an 8-yard loss. And I think I see something in the coverage. If this safety steps up, Pierce should be wide open. And look at that, Pierce wide open down the seam, and that is a huge gain. This sets us up perfectly to run out the clock a little bit more and get CJ this 2nd touchdown of the game. And Pierce hasn't had too many like breakaway runs, but he has got the yards that we need to win games. CJ Stroud avoiding the pressure, rolls right, hits Nico Collins in the numbers for the touchdown. Beautiful throw, beautiful catch, and that is CJ Stroud's 2nd touchdown of the day. And it seems like all the Titans can do against us is these short passes to Derrick Henry. Like, their offense legitimately just runs through Derrick Henry. Ryan Tannehill dropping back, 1:29 on the clock. That's a deep ball. That's Stingley. That's a pick. Who just... What? To be honest, I have no idea what just occurred in front of me. I don't know what to say, but we have a tie game, 14-14. We get the ball back, so I guess we have another opportunity to score. And we're going to. I'm going to make sure that we score on this drive. We hit Tank Dell in stride for a huge gain. We are on the 31-yard line, and it looks like we're getting closer and closer to making CJ a superstar. And Dalton Schultz just mossed that middle linebacker. We got to go hurry up. There's 25 seconds remaining, and I really like the route that Schultz on right here. He's on one-on-one coverage. I'm going to throw it to him, and he drops it. Okay, there's 18 seconds remaining. Stroud drops back in the pocket, throws off his back foot, throws it up. Woods goes and grabs it, and we score. Honestly, a desperation throw, but an amazing catch by Robert Woods to give us the lead. But we have one more passing touchdown before CJ Stroud can walk out of here with superstar development. One thing I don't think I utilized to its full potential is CJ Stroud's mobility. I mean, just watch him fight for these extra yards with 2 defenders on his back and get a quarterback that can do both. Run the ball, but also throw dimes like this. John Miche with the completion. And he's too fast. He brings that one home. And those are the 4 touchdowns that we needed. And one of our challenges is officially completed. But the other one is right before us. This Titans offense is mad. We are the underdog. They beat us before earlier in the season. And I know they want to beat us again. But we got to make sure that that does not happen. There's 56 seconds remaining. Ryan Tannehill throws a pick. Denzel Perryman. Oh, go. Go. You're quicker than him. Go. There is no way we score this, right? Keep going. Go, Denzel. Oh, yeah. Derrick Henry, no, Derrick Henry's so fast, bro. Let's go. Denzel Perryman, touchdown. And a pick 6 is the perfect cherry on top to win this game. 35-14 against the Titans. CJ Stroud has become a superstar dev, and we end up winning our final 2 games of the season against the Jaguars and the Colts, and we officially snuck into the playoffs as a 4 seed. but we're going against the Bengals. And I did not want to see Joe Shiesty in the playoffs. But before we get into our first playoff game, we have to look at our stats for the season. And CJ Stroud had an amazing season, 3,500 yards passing for 41 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions. And he threw more touchdowns than Dak Prescott, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. Desmond Ridder was the only person above him, but he threw 25 picks. CJ only threw 5. And with those numbers, CJ Stroud was actually second in the MVP voting, right behind Patrick Mahomes. He's only a 80 overall, and Patrick Mahomes is a 99. On defense, Will Anderson and Dylan Horton both had 9 sacks this season. Baron Browning somehow led our team in picks with 4. I don't know how that ended up happening, but Tank Dell has a bright future here in Houston. As a rookie, he had 900 yards receiving with 10 touchdowns, leading the team. But none of these stats matter. I'm focused on getting a win against the Bengals. This is a true Cinderella story, a rookie quarterback, a young team that wasn't supposed to make the playoffs. Here we are against the Bengals and Joe Shiesty, and we are not going to go down without a fight. I don't care how stacked the Bengals are. We're going to give them a run for their money. So far, Joe Burrow is making really simple reads against our defense across the middle of the field, and there's nothing that we can really do to stop him so far. But one thing we do not want to happen is Joe Burrow to heat up. We do not want his X factor to activate. Otherwise, that is going to be bad news for this defense. And Joe Burrow, for the first time, is handing it off to Joe Mixon, and he gets a wide open hole for a touchdown. And we've got ourselves a ball game. I mean, we've had our fair share of challenges throughout this season, but this one might be our biggest. We hand it off to Pierce for negative yards. He actually gets tackled for a loss. And CJ Stroud dancing in the pocket, gets sacked, and that's a fumble. And now it is 3rd and 16. And this game already is just making me feel uneasy. I do not feel like this is the offense I remember, but Tank Dell wide open. CJ Stroud throws an absolute dime for 54 yards. And we are a team that possesses the skill of being unexpected. Even when you think you have us boxed, when you think you've knocked us down, we persevere and somehow make it happen. I don't even know how to explain it. But with each play, we are inching closer and closer to tying this game. On 3rd and 3, CJ Stroud drops back and he's rolling right, trying to avoid the pressure, avoid a sack. Throws it to Nico Collins for the touchdown. And CJ Stroud is a true wizard, bro. I don't know how he makes some of these plays, but he does. And we have a tie game against the Bengals in the playoffs as our defense is looking to make a stop. A little play action. Joe Burrow dropping back in the pocket, and that's a pick. Will Anderson with an interception. And that's exactly what we needed from our defense. An interception, a stop. Will Anderson provides it. CJ Stroud taking the field again. And it's starting to look like we have control over this game. Robert Woods with a huge gain to put us in the red zone. With 6 yards between us and another touchdown. It's looking really good for us. CJ Stroud lobs the ball to... And that is the last thing that we needed to happen. Why? Why did I do that? Why did I force that pass? We could have just ran it in, and now the Bengals have the ball. Joe Burrow getting his momentum back. And honestly, I feel like Pete Carroll in the Super Bowl. I mean, I should have made a better decision. I tried to force a pass, and now I have to live with the fact I missed an opportunity to take the lead. And I don't want to dwell on it too much, but we should be winning right now. But instead, here I am watching Joe Burrow light up this defense like a 4th of July celebration. And if it isn't Joe Shiesty, it's Joe Mixon. I mean, what are we supposed to do? Joe Burrow's got his X factor activated, but we're going to get a sack, and that's exactly what we needed. It's 3rd and 16. Joe Burrow dropping back in the pocket. He has all day, but Winovich gets to him, and that's 2 sacks back to back. And I don't know how we ended up holding that Bengals offense to a field goal, but we did. Shout out our defense. We only have 41 seconds to make something happen. CJ Stroud rolling to the right. He's going to throw a deep ball to Collins in one-on-one, but he drops it. Oh, that would have been huge. If Collins would have caught that, that would have put us in the red zone, but that's a strip sack. 99's turning into Marshawn Lynch, breaking all of our tackles and getting a touchdown. We are down by 10 now. I don't even know what to say. I'm lost for words. I mean, there was 25 seconds left in the half. Like, that is the worst possible outcome that could have happened. And of course it happened to us, but we got to put it behind us if we want to win this game. CJ Stroud rolling to the left, and he's going to scramble for about 30 yards. And if we want to win this game, we have to score on this drive. CJ Stroud dropping back, throws a pick. I'm literally lost for words. CJ Stroud has thrown 5 picks this whole season. In this game, he's thrown 2, 3, I don't even know. We absolutely smacked Joe Burrow, but he's able to throw it away. And on 2nd and 10, just lobs it up to Jamar Chase. And he just mosses Shaquille Griffin. And at this point, it just looks like the Bengals are playing with us. And for us to win this game would be next to impossible. But that's what they said about us making the playoffs. That's what they said about us having a winning record when we were 2-4. But here we are in the playoffs. And there's one thing about this team is that we're not going to give up. Joe Burrow throwing another touchdown. We got to look at the reality of the situation. We are down by 17 points. We do have the ball. We have some opportunities, but we got to make no mistakes. There is no room for error. We're going to hand it off to Dameon Pierce, and he's going to pick up about 10 yards on that carry. And we just got to take things one step at a time. Don't force nothing crazy. CJ Stroud throws out of a sack. Robert Woods with a huge completion. And those are the types of plays that make a champion. And CJ Stroud, I know he wants to advance in the playoffs. I know he does. He's a rookie quarterback, dropping back in the pocket, and there's another sack. And CJ Stroud is just getting sacked over and over again. We don't have any time in the pocket to make anything happen. And speaking of time, we're running out of time. 33 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. CJ Stroud dropping back, rolls to the right. And we're going to hit Robert Woods, and it is 4th and 1. And I'm not going to risk this by passing. I'm going to just hand it to Dameon Pierce, let him pick up the 1st down, go into this 4th quarter. We're going to hit John Mechie on a slant, and he's going to pick up a ton of yards, break an ankle, and get us on the 5-yard line. We call a wide receiver screen with Nico Collins, and it works perfectly. This game is coming closer and closer. We are only down by 10. There's 5 minutes left. There's a ton of time. All we need is one stop. Joe Burrow has his X Factor activated. They hit it off to Joe Mixon for a couple of yards. And Joe Burrow drops back to throw, and we need a stop. We can't allow plays like that. If we want to win this game, we have to stop this offense. And right here, we get a tackle for a loss. We just need to stop the run. They're going to try to run out the clock on us. I'm going to use one of my timeouts. Yes, perfect. Okay, 3rd and 11. A little short pass. That's perfect. Okay, that is a good job by our defense. The only downfall is the fact the Bengals are still in field goal range. And they're going to nail it, bro. But, hey, we're going to get the ball with the opportunity to cut this lead down. I really don't want to. Okay, we're getting sacked. And I don't know what to say. I really don't. Our O-line isn't acting like themselves. CJ Stroud has thrown more picks than he has this whole season. It's just a disaster. And to add salt to the wound, I'm over here trying to scramble for my life because I don't have time to throw, and I force a pass that's intercepted. The Bengals get the ball back, and they pretty much just run out the clock. Except we force a fumble, pick it up. There's 0-0 on the clock, but we run it all the way back for a touchdown. I know we lost this game. We're out of the playoffs, but at least we're ending on, I guess, a good note. But there's a lot to unpack about this game. Going into the offseason, there's going to be a lot of changes made. I cannot watch us be a 1st-round exit again next season. And we lose to the Bengals by 6 points, and on paper, it doesn't look that bad, but that is the worst game I've seen this team play. And after that game, I simmed to the Super Bowl, and the Cowboys beat the Chiefs. That's kind of unexpected. Patrick Mahomes wins MVP. Tony Pollard wins Super Bowl MVP. CJ Stroud won Offensive Rookie of the Year, and we got Coach of the Year, which is amazing. And CJ Stroud got some upgrades for winning Rookie of the Year, and this is perfect going into next season. The future for the Houston Texans and CJ Stroud is bright. He is for sure going to be an X Factor one day and one of the best quarterbacks in this league without a doubt. But if we actually want to win a Super Bowl, we have to surround CJ Stroud with weapons. And that brings us to the offseason. If you guys didn't know, the Texans have 2 first-round picks next year with a stacked draft class. If you guys want to see a season number 2 with the Texans, us run it back, us rebuild the Texans, surround CJ Stroud with weapons, and make a push towards the Super Bowl, please let me know in the comments. Just let me know, hey, I want to see a part 2. And let me know what you guys thought about this first season with the Texans. I love you guys. Peace out.